So here we have the Nissan Qashqai on a 17 plate. I'm going to start off firstly by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. We're going to start off inside the boot area of the car first of all. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have reversing sensors. This car's also got a parking camera, which I'll show you when we run through some controls. Plenty of boot space, as you can see. 60-40 split folding rear seat, so you can increase this space even further again. And these two tray sections can lift, remove completely, or be used, if you slot them in just here, to divide the boot up into sections. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside of it from there. Now that we've done a full circle though, you can see it's in excellent condition the whole way around. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter and coolant temperature gauge. On the right-hand side, the speedometer and fuel gauge. In the centre, you can see the total miles for the car. They are 65,644. Above that, we have a digital readout for the speedometer. You can change that information for various different menus, as you can see, and that is done using the buttons on the left-hand side of the steering wheel. Beneath which we have our stereo controls. So on the right-hand side, we have cruise control, speed limiter, and phone controls. The phone controls can only be used after you pair the phone up to the car, and that is done on the touchscreen in the center just here. So hit the phone button, then you'd hit connect and follow the instructions on screen from there. When it comes to music, we have FM, AM, and DAB radio. We have a CD player. We have auxiliary input and Bluetooth audio as well. This car's got a 360 parking camera. So what you're looking at there is the front-facing camera and a bird's eye view image of where the car is parked now. You can also have a front-facing camera and the front passenger side wheel. And if we pop the car into reverse, the reversing camera will appear, as you can see. You can access your satellite navigation over on this right-hand side, the map at least, and then from this button, the nav itself, where you'll input your address, or an address. Below that, we have dual zone climate control. You can adjust the driver and passenger temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine where you'd like the air to be distributed. Once you're happy with those settings, that's your air conditioning on. Same button will turn it off again. Or hit auto. The car, as you can see, will now take full control of the fan speed and the direction of the air to maintain these temperatures. You can override that whenever you wish to. Auto is now gone off. You can put it back on your own settings. We have some storage, a 12-volt charging socket, the electronic handbrake, your gear lever for the 6-speed manual gearbox, 2 cup holders, and then both driver and passenger heated seats with 2 different heat settings on each. The last thing I wanted to mention is the panoramic glass roof. There is a sunblind that will open all the way to the back of the rear seats. The section of glass itself is fixed in position, but as you'll see when this is fully open, it lets in a huge amount of light to this cabin area. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Surrey Specialist Cars. We'd love to hear from you soon.